Let's discuss. Hey everyone, it's Rachel back again with another reaction video, and today I will be reacting to a new single from Fit For An Autopsy. It is called Two Towers, and it is taken from their upcoming album, Oh, What the Future Holds. I have waited for the music video to drop this time instead of reacting to the topic video. It was hard to do. I'm very excited. The singles off of this album have been phenomenal. I probably could not pick a favorite, though the chorus on In Shadows has it almost pulling, but Far From Heaven and Pandora are just out of this world as well. So at this point, this is one of my most anticipated albums of this year, probably my most anticipated announced at this point. Very stoked. It's coming out in just a couple of weeks from now, a week from this Friday at the time I'm filming this. So very exciting. I'm going to stop talking and we are going to get straight into it. Yep. That intro was beautiful.
I give to you if only to remain. Now my prisoner, the gate is closed, only despair shall shake the bones of the dying plain. One soul remains locked in two towers. One soul betrayed. Accept the things you cannot change.
Oh. Oh.
All of death is to return.
There it is.
Despair shall shake the bones of the dying light.
Man.
The winds that pass, whispering apple dust.
Oof.
Carnivorous forms and
That riff is...
carve into canyon hearts, until the search for cease. Once and for all, the murders of the
That's drum. Fit for an Autopsy, Two Towers. Let's discuss. So, this further complicates my issue of not being able to pick a favorite single. That intro is absolutely gorgeous. Everything about it, from the vocals to the bass in there, just everything about it, I really loved. The background kind of faded screams leading up to that, like, drop into the unclean vocals. And the vocal progression really, like, dropping into that was just really cool. Just a very awesome sound, especially with the amount of time, like the length of the song, the places that it goes, the way it outros and everything. Just in context of all of that, I really love this one. It will probably end up being one of my favorite singles, just based off of my first listen. But with how much I love all of them so far, it's still really hard for me to say. But anyway, the drumming in the entire track was stand out to me, and some of the mixing with it too. I've talked a lot about enjoying things that are, panned one way or the other, and with the drumming, some of the cymbal stuff, a lot of it was. So I really enjoyed that. The mix is just really, really stand out, which is in line with the other singles, and just Fit for an Autopsy overall. I really enjoyed on the Sea of Tragic Beasts. All of that, it just really, I keep saying the word really on this. I'm gonna try to cut that off here. But anyway, they've done a really nice job. I just said it already. They've done a great job of having the soundscape kind of feel in the, like, when you're listening to the music video or listening to the song as you're watching the music video, and you're seeing like the visuals they're in the song and the drops and stuff. There's just a bit more compared to the stuff I've heard in their older discography. And this is really interesting too, because with the Sea of Tragic Beasts, it had a lot more play on like that melodic sound, which I loved, and I thought that was like the big thing about Fit for an Autopsy for me. But these newer singles have kind of made me realize that's not really the case, because while they still have like those aspects, and it's not, maybe it's more like, I don't really know how to explain it, because it's just a different feel to it. If you've listened enough to the Sea of Tragic Beasts, you'll know what I mean. And this is someone who hasn't listened to the full album. Of course, this is just based off of the singles in comparison. But then again, there are just like those really important parts, are like the vocals, the mixing I'm talking about, some of the time signatures, like before that last chorus, like just really standout stuff. Having it go when it was doing that breakdown, so with the whole breakdown, as it was building up and you're getting the cymbals and everything, I figured it would like drop into something like the second part of that whole piece of music right there, but it goes into like this fast-paced, sort of chaotic sounding part, and then it drops and kind of gets that low tone. And I thought that even there, if it had outroed, it still would have been a really solid song for me. But you get the chorus again. That weird time signature thing I was talking about is before that last chorus. Then you get the solo, and then that outro with the clean vocals and the guitar, and just, it really is that point. And I say this so much on the channel, like talking about a moment that kind of like ties everything together. There are some songs where I talk about like a point where it feels like the song builds up to, and then it kind of goes from there. But this is more like having that outro that really like ties together some of the aspects of the song, like just a really solid way to end that song, instead of just like feeling like they could have ended it at the outro breakdown, because that's been quite a thing. Always, but more and more lately, where we'll outro breakdown. But I felt like having that last chorus again, that solo, that outro, it really was a nice use of that time. I did not want the song to stop. So for me, that just kind of drove the point. Again, I would have really enjoyed this anyway had it cut off, but having it extended out there, and those pieces of the songs being as important as I feel like they were for me enjoying it personally and my taste, Absolute yes. So for me, they have killed it with all of these singles. This album is coming up quickly. I will do a live stream for it. Right now, I've talked a little bit about how this is the absolute busiest time for my job, so it's hard for me to stay on top of all of the new music and, you know, all the comments and the social media content and doing the live streams and the live reactions. So I'm not doing the live stream requests yet. When my schedule gets better for work in a couple of weeks, I'm going to look at the request live streams again and get back into doing that. But for these releases like Fit For An Autopsy, January 14th is a big day. As a lot of people know, we've got some other big releases coming up, so I will be doing live streams for those. I'll make like some sort of post eventually when I can find the time. But I'm trying to do videos, live streams, social media, all that stuff. And so if I'm not doing something, please be patient with me. I'm doing the best that I can. So for this, I will link their pre-orders and stuff. I've definitely got my pre-orders. They have a really cool like tie-dye shirt that I had not seen. I somehow missed it. I think it's a Far From Heaven shirt. I got that. Got my vinyl pre-ordered. This album should probably end up so I'm making a list of my most anticipated, or like not most anticipated, what I think my album of the year list might look like at the end of the year, and it probably will be completely different by the end. But something I do feel like will be likely is that this album will end up towards the top of my list. It would have to be an insane year for music for this not to, given these singles, given how they're historic discography looks, that sort of stuff. So anyway, I've talked enough about this. Again, pre-order links in the description, all of the Fit For An Autopsy social media and stuff. Other than that, you can also find my link tree, which will have the invite for the Discord server that I talk about on every single video, full of a bunch of my favorite people. We've got a lot of music-related conversation, a lot of conversation unrelated to music as well, showing pets, stuff like that. So if you're interested to come check that out, that will be there, as well as my Instagram profile link. On Instagram, I post all music related stuff, a chart every week of what I've listened to the most over the course of the week, EPs, singles, albums, whatever the top 25 of I've been listening to that week, that will be posted. And then I post merch, vinyl, sweatshirts, flags, t-shirts, stuff like that. So if that interests you at all, my handle on there is the same as my YouTube channel. It's Rachel Reacts, but I will also have it in that link tree in the description if you're interested in following me. As always, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it.